like the intro.
And we just begin.
Live life, breathe air. I know somehow we're gonna get there.
It feels so wonderful.
All right, this is Lil Jaylon, singer-songwriter and owner of BeenBlank.
What is BeenBlank?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going.
It's going.
Oh,
you got our
shit.
intro song.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
we had to start. We had to start
Right.
with iCarly, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Just blowing your mind.
Yeah. So do you mean like what does the name mean, or just?
What is it to you? Like, what is like BeenBlank?
Give your shout out. What's the IG?
BeenBlank brand. Yeah,
Spell it.
BeenBlank brand.
People are stupid. Spell it.
BeenBlank.
BEN. BEEN.
Did you just say 3 E's? BEE? No. you didn't.
BEE. No.
This is like the slowest, most like drawn out shout out of all time.
They're people
Anyway,
on their phones.
You know how to spell
Wait,
it.
what was it? Fuck. Are they 3's or not? They're just like
2 E's.
fuck all this.
2 E's.
2 E's.
That's it.
BeenBlank 2 E's.
Like from what I know,
TOE's.
is it like reselling?
Well, it wasn't one point. I started like 2 years ago, just buying stuff from like Goodwill or wherever and reselling it online.
Yeah.
And then I guess last December I tried making some designs and stuff, and never really went anywhere with it.
So it's basically just like a way for you to sell clothing, like whether you make it.
Well, not
whether-
anymore. I'm trying to like go away from that and actually like start a brand.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I'm still like selling stuff on the side.
Yeah.
But not
yeah.
that's not like the main thing.
We know guys that do that.
What?
Hang on. I got to shout out this guy. Braxton Whitaker. Wait. Braxton Whitmore.
Well.
Got you, babe.
But like, so you're planning on just trying to make your own clothes, basically.
Yeah, I've got some designs, and
Kinda
then we've already announced it.
Man, it's like I know that like one of the hardest things about like starting a brand or a band or any creative outlet, it's like at first you're always scared to put it out in the public.
Right. It's just you feel kind of like
Then you run into guys like me that force you to put it in public.
Yeah.
yeah,
me
but
to
for me it
influence
just
you.
almost feels like I feel bad for it. It's like I feel bad for like putting it in somebody's face.
Really?
Yeah, well, but it's the internet, you know? Like, they choose whether they
Right.
watch that or not.
Yeah.
They can scroll past it in a second if they don't want to. The reason
Or they can comment like, "Oh my god, that's so bad."
And I think you just kind
of
of get like self-conscious about it. You're
You're
like, is this
scared.
good enough?
I'm
Yeah.
extremely not self-conscious.
I think whenever you're like doing a podcast or like starting a vlog channel, it's like you kind of talk to the camera in this way that you've always heard people talk to it
Yeah.
instead of being yourself. Or maybe that's the guy you want to be. Maybe you want to sound professional
Yeah.
or something. It's just like you're projecting an image. And that's, I think, like where the worry comes
Yeah.
from. It's like...
You said that Jalen's intro music was iCarly.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought that was Drake and Josh.
No.
Yeah.
You were singing Drake and Josh.
Yeah, I was singing. The reason I think we started singing iCarly was because
Peyton
Drake and
Away.
Josh.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Peyton was
Somebody
counting
said find
down.
a way.
Or is that what it was?
Somebody said find a way.
Find a way. I don't even know
I
what.
wanna be so simple. Find a way.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know though. Just
That way.
the way that those things work is that you are putting out. You shouldn't be scared to put out your art or your creative outlet, because no matter
It might influence somebody else.
that and you may, like, you're gonna inspire the people who you are actually like.
Right.
You know, people who actually dig what you're doing.
Yeah.
You play bass, don't you? Yeah.
We
Yeah.
should start a band. Us three and Peyton.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I would do,
I've been
but
playing for
I would
that.
be in that band.
Well, you can sing because the other three play an instrument.
Yeah.
You can
So that
sing.
means I'm the front man.
And you're the
That's a lot
tallest.
of, that's
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
But I don't know.
And
shouldn't
I probably got the loudest, was it
per-
personality?
Yeah, that's
I
true.
feel like
That's a good
he could
front
talk
band
easiest to
material.
the crowd.
Yeah,
Get
it's
him hyped
like
up, crush a beer on his forehead.
yeah, it's not even about the actual talent of the music; it's the energy.
Yes.
You just
We need to be the first like
provide the
punk.
hype.
Like what is that? Was it punk rap?
yeah. Oh, I think
We
there's-
need like punk rap where like y'all still play like the punk like behind it.
And you're just like
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
freestyling.
that'd be pretty. Like that's kind of what hardcore is, if you
Yeah,
think about
kinda.
it.
Really? I've never listened to that genre of music. I don't
It's
think.
I'm honestly not like well versed in it enough to like give a good description, but it's like I don't know, kind of fast paced, like very heavy.
God, my favorite thing that's been happening recently in music is when Travis Barker goes on like one of these rap like tracks,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
and
incredible.
you can just hear him in the back. Just
Yeah, Travis Barker is super talented, and I'm glad he did more with his life than just Blink 182.
yeah,
A lot
for
of
real.
guys would just settle.
That's who had his own string.
Oh, Travis Barker had his own strain, yeah. And when he was on the JRE, did he talk
Yeah.
about it on there?
Yeah, he brought it. That was the person that we was thinking about.
Yeah,
Blink 182's kind of gone downhill, so I feel like he had to
yeah.
kind of
I'll
branch
be
out.
honest, Blink 182 only has 2 good songs.
They've got 3-4 good albums.
I like
5 good albums.
I like quite a bit of Blink 182. I did at one point.
I'm a Motley Crue man.
I like Damn
Hair
It.
metal fucking sucks.
Do you want to
No.
like remove yourself?
It's
from
like,
America?
it's like
Let me guess, you hate George Washington too.
Like what? Okay, name one hair metal band you hate, one you actually like.
I can't think of one I hate, but when I think of like hair, I think of something like Motley Crue or like Kiss
Yeah,
or something like that. I just hate
Kiss
it.
and
I
Motley
hate.
Crue are not the same.
I
Kiss
kind
is
of
Dumbasses.
I think they're
Motley Crue had
okay. I think when I think of hair metal, I just think of all those bands that dress like women.
yeah, like
So-
Poison.
Like I think
Poison's
80s.
a good band too.
No, they're not.
Oh god.
I think it's okay. I
what,
think
you hate
it's
Whitesnake?
Yeah, they're corny as hell.
it's
What about the
cheesy.
band Korn?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Korn-
gonna say.
It's kind of bad.
Corn is not hair metal though.
No.
Yeah, I was just saying because you said
What
corn.
is, what is corn like? New metal?
Yeah, corn like Limp Bizkit.
God,
Ru-
that
you're
biscuit's
rusty.
terrible.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. When I was in like 7th grade, I loved Limp Bizkit. Dude.
I never had.
I remember
Limp Bizkit
you
phase.
talking about him.
Dude,
Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was so like infatuated by Limp Bizkit's music that I did my documentary in 8th grade, my little writing piece on Fred Durst.
That's
In the corn font.
But I did learn that when he was growing up, like his mom didn't have a lot of money and they had to live in the attic of a church and eat applesauce. So like,
Good lord.
props to Fred Durst
I
for
hate
making the
applesauce.
impact he has, coming up like that.
Applesauce is the
I feel like
worst of
there's
the
a-
sauces for sure.
I feel like there's a trend of like
Fresh pineapples is better than applesauce.
Fresh pineapples are better than.
I feel like there's a trend in like good musicians. Not Fred Durst is a terrible musician, but like good musicians having like a traumatizing like childhood kind of growing
Yeah,
up.
pressure makes diamonds. It's like having a rough childhood for some reason makes
Yeah.
you a good artist. I don't know
When I
what
think
it
somebody
is.
like Kurt Cobain or like Marilyn Manson,
Yeah,
like-
troubled people.
yeah,
Marilyn Manson is pretty good.
Well, do you like Nirvana, Chad?
I like Teen Spirit.
I hate that song.
hurts me.
Really though?
I hate
You
that
know
song.
you listen to it by yourself.
Man.
no, I don't. I don't like that song.
Guys, I have a feeling
It's
everybody
catchy though.
like I take the middle ground on like a lot of things, just like truly, and like I can enjoy "Smelled Like Teen Spirit" while also enjoying everything else.
Like my favorite album of theirs is In Utero, and that's like the least like commercialized.
Oh,
Wait,
album
what's
they
that
made.
one Nirvana song
Tourette's.
that?
That's my favorite song by them.
Or Milk.
That
Milk
Sturgill
is-
Simpson redone in Bloom.
In Bloom.
Yeah,
That's
In
a pretty
Bloom.
good one.
That's a good
song.
cover.
Yeah, and
That was the first time
I just
think
like
I've
In Utero
listened to
a lot more
anything by
than
Nirvana that was
Nevermind.
not Smells Like Teen Spirit.
I think like Guitar Hero is responsible for planting a lot of these bands in our heads.
Yes. That's when I first started listening to rock.
Well, I mean, just in general, rock
I
was
love,
like a
I
lot
love
more
rock and
like,
roll. That's the best song.
rock was
ever.
a lot more like culturally infused in the 2000s than now.
It's so you're saying it was more back then.
Yeah, it's pretty
than it
much
is
like dead at this point in terms of like pop culture.
now. You're right. Yeah, hip hop is the staple.
And I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, if you
but
think about it, it's like
modern baseball is probably my favorite band right now, for
Oh
sure.
yeah, they're
I
kind
love
of
the whole. Do you listen to like Midwest emo?
Yeah,
That's my favorite
definitely.
genre.
I actually had a like YouTube recommend where it's just like listen to all this Midwest emo, and I was like, what is this?
That's what they sing.
That was
Midwest emo is their genre.
yeah,
That's such a weird genre.
yeah, dude.
And
they're-
now the winner of the 2019 Midwest emo genre.
They've been broken up for or like on a hiatus for like 2 years.
Mobo.
oh,
But Jake, their other singer, he has a band called Slaughter Beach Dog, and they're really good.
did y'all see that
Sounds
Green
good.
Day put out a new song?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Green
was
Day-
terrible.
Green
Jalen
Day-
told me that it was
Yeah.
terrible, and I
Green-
didn't even search it up.
Yeah,
Because they announced that new
He's
tour
right.
with Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer. And the Fall Out Boy song's really bad too, but the Weezer one's pretty good.
I've never listened to any Weezer.
Do you like
I think.
Weezer? Didn't you
Yeah.
go to a concert?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I like their first
Tell
two
me a
albums.
song that Weezer sings or performs.
Pork and Beans.
What does it
I
sound
love
like?
that one.
I only know the popular.
You probably know
Weezer
Beverly
songs.
Hills.
Yeah. That's where I want to
Yeah.
be.
Oh,
Yeah.
living in Beverly. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a good one.
That's a pretty good song. That's like one of those songs when you're a kid, you put your headphones on
Yeah.
and just imagine you're in Hollywood.
Or you like had one of those booklets of CDs in your mom's car. It
Yes.
was like burned CDs. It was like Jalen's birthday party.
For
the pool.
What is
For the
that?
pool.
It'd just be like a blank CD burned, and it'd be like Jalen's party wrote on it. And Sharpie.
So it'd just
God.
be like, this is our party playlist. That's like
It was
now,
like before
7
making
songs.
a playlist. It was like you had to burn that shit on like LimeWire or something.
Yeah, I think those gifts. Like, think about that. If you make a CD, a mixtape
yeah,
for
that
somebody,
takes
It
time.
means a lot more.
yeah, then
Just message on the
Download my playlist. Yeah.
there's like everything is so digital now. Like, there's nothing physical hardly anymore. I don't even, dude. I remember when I was a kid and I would I would buy a new PlayStation game. I'd open up that booklet on the way home and be like flipping through.
Oh
it.
yeah,
And now
just
you
to
just-
get the vibe from it.
Yeah.
And
now
now, like,
you just watch 17
even-
hours of gameplay.
Even if you don't like buy it digitally, they don't come with like booklets anymore unless you buy
Yeah,
like a big
it's just a
collector's
piece of
edition.
plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a piece of plastic.
And it says some bullshit about
It's
seizures
like,
on
see-
there.
yeah,
Probably.
it's like if you have sensitive eyes.
Yeah.
Living more better. Yeah, that's a banger.
That
But God,
It-
yes, PlayStation 2 was the time to be alive, though,
oh
I think.
yeah, for sure. And GameCube.
Yes.
GameCube was rad.
GameCube and PlayStation 2 was the shiz.
And
They-
you can't leave out also the handheld games from
PSP.
that
Game
period.
Boy SP.
Ooh,
PSP was a banger for me.
even
like
the
the
DS,
DS.
man.
The
Yeah.
DS, good lord.
No, I'm sorry, not the
That-
DS. The Game Boy.
I'll say this: a DS was probably the first time y'all ever like said "Hey," like text message wise to like a girl.
Whoa.
I have a memory of me and my friend Caleb.
Are you that young? Are you that old? Like everybody getting their DSs out and like
Like
messaging.
PictoChat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
That was like
I was with my
fifth
friend
grade,
Caleb one
maybe?
time,
Yeah.
and we were in the back of his mom's car, and we both had our DSs, and we were like just fucking drawing boobs and sending them to each other. Just little circles, a little dot in the middle, cackling.
you're just looking at each other.
Like, man, you know what? Nintendo fucked up. They should have made smartphones.
Yes,
They would have been.
that'd have been
ahead.
so much fun though.
Oh yeah.
God, that would like the icons would like move out of the way when you're trying to press it. And it's like,
And they'd
let you
start
press it the third time though.
introducing new like motion software that you kind of don't want to have to deal with. Like, no.
You have to do this to open up your phone.
Yeah. Flip your phone
It's
three
like if you want to delete
times
an
to
app, it's kind of
unlock.
like, if you want to delete a phone, like an app, it's like Galaga.
Yeah.
Just like moving it around.
You gotta get all the way to
Shoot
like level
shit.
35.
And you gotta
like,
wait for
damn,
the-
33 again.
You gotta wait for the music to stop and the characters to come on screen too every time.
Yeah, it just blacks out then restart.
Dude, we missed that era of gaming though, like in the 80s when arcades were big.
Yeah.
God, that'd have been like the best time to be alive, music wise and game wise.
80s were pretty good.
God, you're such an asshole. You know that.
I would
right?
choose the 70s though.
I would like to
choose
be
the
born.
90s.
I would like to be born
Wow.
in the
70s,
70s.
80s, and 90s.
I'd like to be born in the 70s so I can enjoy the 80s.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Be like a
yeah.
20-year-old in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes,
That'd
that
be
would be
pretty good.
perfect.
And you're like coming up with probably hippie parents, so
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
morals are actually
And
good.
in like the 80s, you would be like, I don't know, like 12, 13, so you'd be perfect age to go out enough to play the little arcade games, but as soon as you get too
Speaking of like hippies,
the
me
90s,
and Peyton were having
Yeah.
a conversation the other day about how like the Woodstock generation is the generation that like primarily voted for Trump. Like just turned.
Really?
Like, well, I mean,
that is, yeah.
Well, I mean, just like in general, like that generation of like boomers that went to
Oh.
Woodstock. Well, obviously not all the boomers went to Woodstock, but like a lot of people went. And
Yeah.
Now that boomers are primarily Republican.
I feel like psychedelics would naturally make you more liberal. Like I feel like all the acid they did during those times and all the music they experienced, like I don't know. I think that kind of makes you a more easygoing person. And like conservatives are more tight knit, no time
Right.
for partying type of people, you know.
Big bunch of hellraisers, all they are.
Yeah, the topic of politics is so just not only out of our element, but
I just don't want to have it
yeah,
and be forced to sit here.
yeah. It's just we're so divisive all the time. It's like why can't we just all hang out,
Yeah.
like and not worry about that? How
How
did we get to politics from
I'll
PlayStation
say
games?
this. I don't know, but I'll tell you this about politics, but it's not really about politics, but
This is gonna be nothing about politics.
it is because he's a politician. Okay, here's my ideology here I'm about to throw at
Okay.
you.
Let's hear it.
Okay. There's this group called the Family. And the Family are young boys that take care of presidential and high, like, it's almost a religion. They read a Bible called Jesus, but they serve servants of Jesus. Like,
What?
and they think that the people that have been picked by Jesus is higher power figures like politicians.
Is that on Netflix, dude? I've been
I watched every day. I've watched
Wait, what's
every
it called?
episode. The Family.
Yeah, I've
It's
only
real.
seen the
Check it out.
trailer, but
Let me
yeah,
put
that
that in
seems
my-
super interesting.
Oh,
Put that
it's
on my watch
insane.
list.
So it's like,
And they live in like these cottages, like a boys and girls cottage, and they take care of like all these like public figures, or not like government officials' houses.
so they're
Like they
basically
rake leaves.
they're trying to influence politicians with a religion, or like a
No,
mindset.
I think of it as more.
No,
like
here's what it
sucking
is.
up.
Okay, you have God, right? Jesus.
Yeah,
And
By that, do you mean like the president?
no, like actual God,
Oh.
like the Holy Bible's version
okay,
of God.
yeah.
Then you have like they're saying like all these people are disciples of God, like Trump, the governors, and all that. Then these people, the Family, the young boys, like 20 to like 30, think that they have to serve the government officials
So when
because
their mind
because
like
they
that-
are being like they're like God's right hand man on earth.
Okay, so they're in their mind, politicians were like put there by God.
Yeah,
And
politicians.
They feel like that's a part of.
politicians are God worthy or whatever.
That's a very brash decision to make. First of all, to assume that, which I don't even know.
But
Do most of them believe that? Do they seem like they truly believe it, or do they
it looks
seem
like it in the show.
I
But
mean, it's probably like from birth.
they don't read the Bible. They read just the excerpts of the Bible that was written and read that was supposedly said by Jesus. And they have a book that just says Jesus on it.
Hmm.
That's interesting.
It's like a religion, pretty much. It's a sub-religion of Christianity.
Yeah. I wonder though if
Shit's
some
heavy.
of those. I wonder if some of those people are using that religion as a mask when really they are just trying to get close with people who are in power.
I
so
think
that,
that, I think,
here-
I,
no,
I
this
think
was
of it as
mine.
them like trying to suck up,
yeah, and get things done that they want done.
or
I was
maybe
thinking
they're
of
just
it.
wanting something as small as like an internship.
I was thinking it like this.
Just sucking up.
They was
Hey,
just
good
they
point,
wanted
yeah.
to join this because they got to live in a big mansion, and they was all college kids. Like it's usually a college kid that like
So is it just
dropped
like
out or
like,
something like that, didn't have any money.
So is it almost just kind of like fratty douchebags?
Yeah, it's like frat house, but no drinking, no women, nothing. You just like sing songs and play basketball.
That's really lame.
I'm so disturbed by like. Do you guys know what the Westboro Baptist Church
Oh yeah,
is?
they're disgusting.
Wait,
Oh my god, they are.
They'll have
Is
the
that here?
signs. It's like no, it's like northern. It's
Thank
like near like
God it's not here.
It's like
no
near
pun
Pennsylvania.
intended.
They're the ones that have those. They always have those signs. It's like thank God for dead soldiers and stuff like that. It's like
God hates fags.
yes, they'll be like on big ass billboards where they'll stand like, "You're gonna burn in hell."
and
faggot."
you'll see like a little 5-year-old kid holding a sign.
Yeah.
It's like fags go to hell.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if
That's
you're gonna
insanity.
protest, you're gonna protest a soldier's funeral and say that, just to say that the gays are the reason that soldiers are dying in America. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's sick.
how about the father who got shot probably in a foreign country, his son standing over him, and there's a protest behind his
By
corpse?
like a grown ass woman.
Yeah.
With nothing better to do than protest that.
Oh
Like,
my God,
that's
how
pretty
horrible
sick.
of a person do you have to be to do
Or
that?
hell, like ill-minded.
Yeah,
It's just like doctrinating them from birth.
yeah.
Like it's just gonna keep happening.
Because they have like a bunch of kids
Oh,
like
yeah.
raising those flags and signs too.
What is it called again?
The Westboro
Westboro
Baptist Church.
What if we just started like just a war on them?
Oh, they like to go to war with people.
I'm interested
But what if we killed
in
them?
like how terrible
Like,
Scientology
what kind of
is.
war, though? Think about this. What kind of war are they talking? Like, gun, fight?
No, I was just talking. They'll probably like.
Probably like a Twitter war, to be honest.
Yeah, they
Social
wouldn't.
media.
If we ever like went around doing events, they'd probably come and protest or something. But
That would be awesome, though.
That's how you know you've made it as like a musician
Yeah.
or something. I remember my first concert. It was Red Hot Chili Peppers at the Yum Center, and there was this guy protesting outside. He was like, "If you listen to rock, you're condemned to hell."
It says it all that you said guy. Like he can't even get a group
Yeah.
to think this
It
way.
was one single dude, and I remember he said something. There was a sign that was like talking about like if a woman wore like yoga pants, she was a whore. And this woman and like her boyfriend or husband and their child, she just gives her husband the child and like runs up and is like trying to attack this dude.
What?
And people were like,
Did she have on yoga pants?
I think so. Maybe. I can't remember.
I
Maybe
hope
she was
she
just
did.
pissed about it. But she came up. They had to like pull her off
That
of him.
motherfucker talking about me.
Yeah, she's not even fighting for the rights of women to wear yoga pants. She's
She's
just
just pissed he called her out.
you talking about me?
I got on yoga pants. Say it. Say it.
Say it to me. I haven't said it to my yoga pants.
It's just like, what makes you want to go, like, take the time out of your day, like, hours this was like,
People with no hobbies.
it was probably like May, so it was hot as fuck outside.
You're
just gonna
It
stand
was
there.
probably like Mace, hot as fuck outside.
Yeah, Mace.
And, like, you just standing out there for hours with a sign. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have anything better to do than tell people how to live their lives.
They have to feel passionate about it though.
God, imagine if like the Amish and they went to war. God, that'd be a battle.
The Amish and the Westboro
Yes,
Baptist.
that would be a battle.
Oh, it would be
Riding in
a
on
slaughter
carriages and
because
shit.
the Westboro Baptist Church, their people are weak
The
minded,
Amish mafia.
weak physically. The Amish though, dude,
They have a mafia.
They're rolling up on their horses.
yeah, and they build houses in like
They wear
3
shoes with no
seconds.
cushion. I mean, they're badass. Okay,
Yeah,
and they wear the same thing all year long. They don't give a fuck, 90 or negative.
Yeah.
We're getting sued by Amish people.
No, Amish people don't even have electronics. You idiot.
Can you imagine?
We're just gonna cease
The
and
first
desist.
thing they
That's
see.
exactly what I was gonna
Cease
say.
and desist.
We
letter.
get an email.
The
It's
outsider.
like Amish.
No, you
Amish
get it.
guy
It's like
420.
Amish at
No.
Gmail.
We're standing outside here after this podcast. We see a little pigeon with a note tied to it. Come down and just
Look.
drop it.
Well, damn. Look at there.
And it's
It's got like the big wax seal on it. It's all fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They fucking Harry Potter our ass a fucking note.
Is that real? Or is
And we
that...
throw it down and then we get anota and be like, read no reply? Question mark.
No, you just send back one that's like an 8-ball thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You want to play? You want to play pool?
They would just send you like 4 question marks back on the paper.
Just question.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
If it's not Amish related, I ain't answering.
It is kind of. It's Amish related a little bit when you talk about the Amish sending birds to deliver their messages.
Oh God,
What?
we have to make a shirt now with like an Amish man on it, just like letting go a dove with the Declaration of Independence.
Oh
on
my
it.
God, that would be beautiful.
That's next year's 4th of July shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and get it started.
Okay, but was that something that happened in movies only, or was
Like
that
birds?
Yeah.
No, they really did
No,
that.
yeah, they done it. In
How?
Especially in like World War One.
Yeah.
How do you control where a bird drops the message off at?
Well, I mean,
Hey boys, we got the U.S. military's mail.
It's like in Afghanistan or something.
You're hollering, don't open my mail, that's for me.
That's what the presidents talk about when they have meetings.
Yeah. They're all fucking reading their mail. It's like,
How did
hey, long link, no, here's yours.
How did
Fucking George Bush throwing it at like an imperial leader or some shit.
Oh my God.
Are you?
Before, like, the technology that we have before phones, when they were sending birds, how did you talk to people across the ocean? You just didn't even know they existed.
Your timeline's
basically.
off. I'm gonna tell you something. We had telephones and like the little din. We had that at this time.
What are those called?
The reason
Morse
code. But the
That's-
reason we didn't use that in World War II is because they could transmit our messages. So the birds would have like a home and a base. So it'd always fly to like the home and the base. Then they would
yeah,
like
you just like train it, I guess.
it would always be the same spot. It wouldn't just be like a random ass dude in the field somewhere.
Yeah, that's amazing. Though.
I don't know how I fucking know that, but I know that.
I mean, okay.
For fact.
So there's that, and then like that's our relationship with animals. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we use them as tools. We ride horses, also related to the Amish.
Yeah.
I mean,
My God, they said, "Hey boys, it worked good enough. We need y'all been getting in car wreck and everything. Imagine getting a buggy crash at 3 miles an hour. What are you gonna do? I mean,
Worst thing that happens is your horse breaks its leg.
yeah.
yeah.
You gotta put
Or
it
you
down.
get some mud on your shiny black shoes.
Even like the Native
This is the
Americans.
most like racist I've ever been
It's
towards
it's
one
not
race.
racist. The Amish aren't a race.
Yeah, they're what are the Amish?
They're a culture or like a movement or I don't know.
If anything, it'd be like it wouldn't be racist.
No, it wouldn't be racist.
We're
No.
just fucking rude.
Yeah, because they're not a race.
We're just rude people.
making fun of the Amish, but
We're not making fun of the Amish. We're stating what
You know
they
what?
do
Well,
and
the
how
thing
it
is,
does not
the
relate
thing
to
is,
us.
they're never gonna see this.
exactly. So you can remember
Unless
that,
they're
folks.
one breaking Amish, like in between, like
Instead of
breaking.
Breaking Bad.
You've never
That's
seen
a
that
real
show, bro? Breaking Amish.
Was a real
No.
Yes,
reality
TLC,
show.
bro, back in the day.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
But
No. I
they would
remember
like go out on like in the night and like have like real people clothes and shit. Then they
That's
would
kind
come
of
back.
badass though.
Oh,
But
it was a badass show.
it's like a part of being Amish, though, is that you have this like so
when you
many,
turn like 18 or something.
you get so many weeks or months to venture out into the world and see if you want to stay out there or not.
Yeah, you
But
get
I
like
feel like
3
by the-
weeks to yourself.
Well, I feel like 18 years though. That's to the point where you probably don't want to,
You're not prepared for the
No.
outside world.
because you're used to like imagine living in Amish country. Then you go to Times Square.
Yeah.
And there's just big billboards and street performers everywhere, naked ladies.
I'm gonna say if it's Amish
Strip
country,
clubs.
I'll say this: if it's if you're Amish, you probably don't know about like how cities work and shit.
Yeah.
But if you're breaking Amish, imagine where you're at. You're
Yeah.
like how do you like you
You're
walk
not-
for miles and
you're-
find like a little town and be like, low key, this town is shitty. I made it this place like 9 times and just walk back. Be like,
Yeah.
oh, I got a better bed here.
You don't. You
But
don't.
what if you break Amish to like Los Angeles or like Florida?
Dude, what were you
Then
doing?
you're staying.
What would you do if one day you were on the highway on like a drive to Florida and you seen a horse and buggy trying to merge over on the highway?
I would say that boy ain't going back to Amish country. He's made it this far.
We've been on a tangent about Amish people for at least
He's gonna love Florida. If he'd have stayed in Wisconsin, he'd have hated it.
at least 10 minutes. We've been talking about Amish people.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous.
That
People
is
are-
a ridiculous.
Somebody
thing
that's
to do.
watching this
It
podcast
is.
is like, I wonder what these guys are going to talk about.
Yeah.
30 minutes in, Amish people going to Florida.
But think
Yeah.
about it though. But I have said, okay,
God.
what's the difference between Amish and Mennonite? Mennonite use electric and shit,
yeah,
but they still wear the dumb clothes.
Yeah, Mennonites like, yeah, they're never gonna say it. Hey, remember that?
They're never gonna see it.
That's an important.
And usually people like us will be like, my Amish buddy.
I mean, honestly,
They don't go outside of the Amish community.
It is.
If you have a connection with an Amish person, like if you're like me and you're friends with an Amish guy, they're probably not Amish. I'm sorry.
Well, I think the only way you'd really have a connection is like
if you send them a bird message.
Say
you intercept one.
Say
one
maybe
day.
you had a parent that like breaking Amish.
But you're not allowed to go back to. You're
but
you're not
know
allowed.
them.
Yeah, but once you break Amish, they acknowledge you as not part of the family anymore.
Yeah.
Like at all, you can't come back.
Yeah.
Like you can't even come to Christmas. Yeah, so
not even Christmas.
So you break Amish, you better be prepared.
You know
for your
Christmas sucks for them. You just get like socks and shit.
Do they even
Fucking-
celebrate Christmas?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
They probably
I doubt
just
the
like
Amish.
burn.
I feel like that's
or
too
something.
like materialistic, probably.
Yeah. They just gift like pieces
I have
of
seen.
wood
I
to
did
make
see.
buildings.
I did see an episode of Breaking Amish where like the
And
kids,
furniture.
would like host a Christmas and like they would like sneak out to the outside world and like buy shit that they weren't allowed to have and they'd like swap it on Christmas.
Whoa.
That's badass.
So they did
It's
have
kinda
a Christmas.
badass.
Yeah, but only like the people that was like bad.
You know, I
like,
bet the
like
Amish
bad,
don't
bad.
have Halloween.
Oh
What if-
God,
oh
no.
my God! What if when you broke Amish on October 31st?
Somebody was like, "Oh, nice costume."
And you're just like,
No, they
dude,
see him on
and
a
you
buggy.
wear it the next day.
No,
like,
listen.
dude,
They
it's
they break out on a
Halloween's
buggy.
over.
They break out on a buggy on Halloween. They're like, "Wow, that guy went all out."
Dude, this
He's got a horse, a buggy.
This headless
He ain't even
horseman
got a
costume is
phone, bro.
great.
He ain't even got a phone, bro. He said, screw all that. This man won't even eat processed meat right now. He's so far into it. He's a great actor. It's like that elf. It's like elf. It's like that really is a real elf costume, man. And it's like that's really an Amish costume.
Yeah.
Costume, quote unquote.
An
But-
Amish costume.
I was not thinking about it from the perspective of the people thinking it's a good costume. I was thinking about he comes out and he's like, "Is this what the world is?" People,
Yeah, okay, that's more interesting.
Bro.
You just see a
Everybody
guy. You just
dressed
see
up
people,
like a big hamburger, and he's just like, "What the fuck?"
You see a kid like a Fortnite costume flossing, and you're like, "Man, I'm going back."
You start seeing like the 18 to 20-year-old kids dressed up as like fucking like just blood everywhere, and you're just like, God damn,
Shit, see a doctor.
they're monsters out here too.
Oh my God! Next level. He sees a guy dressed up as an Amish
And
guy.
he's just like, what's
He's
going
like,
on,
"What's up,
bro?"
brother?
He's like, "Oh, finally, someone like me."
And the guy just whips out his phone.
Yeah.
Picture, bro.
Oh my
then
God.
he's instantly not Amish because he can't be photographed.
That's how the sketch ends. He just disappears.
He just melts.
That's how.
He just completely melts down.
Like,
That's what
is it-
happens when
Is
you
it the
break-
saying of on those stories? If you see Santa Claus, those Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, if you see
Yeah.
Santa Claus, you like disappears. Santa Claus
Yeah.
disappears.
Yeah.
That's the way it is with Amish. As soon as they're photographed, it's like,
Can we talk about something other than Amish
like
people?
vampires?
Yeah, we officially talked
They're,
about
the Amish people are roasted.
this. I was gonna
It's
say
over.
that exactly. That was the official Amish roast.
That was the best Amish roast.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Don't ride around in horse and buggies in 2019, okay? That's what you get. That's all I have to say about that.
They'll never heard
That's
your
it.
apology.
What you dipping on, Chad?
That's that long cut tobacco. Grizzly sends us one of these a day, usually from the store for $3.65.
That's all.
They send it right to our store every day.
What do you guys think?
We just
about,
gotta pay a little for it.
What do you think about dip channels on YouTube?
Oh God!
Honestly, I love just getting on YouTube and just watching.
I'll say
like,
I've been a subscriber of one.
I've never like subscribed to one or avidly watched one, but I love seeing like just like pack a big fucking fatty.
You like to see that?
It's
Like-
just no. There's this one guy I can't remember, but he's got this like mountain of cans behind him. That's a setup.
Outlaw.
Yeah,
Outlaw.
this guy. I mean, he's got like a pyramid, and it's just like fascinating to me that you can have a YouTube channel just dedicated to like reviewing.
Oh yeah.
Just reviewing dip.
Okay, but you know what? There is not a popular.
You don't anymore
YouTube
because you
channel
can't.
on? People reviewing cigarettes.
They're probably.
I've never
is.
watched one.
No,
There is one for vaping though.
It's
Maddie
real.
fucking smokes.
Maddie
Fucking smokes.
Dude, that's one of the best videos of all time.
That's like 100 Nick, dude.
That's like 500 Nick. That's
Wait,
like
what was we talking about? Oh, Outlaw. He can't film dipping videos anymore because
you got a little dip in your mustache.
I know I'm saving that. I thought you were gonna lick it off of me.
That's disgusting.
But anyways, Outlaw can't film dipping videos because it's like promoting doing a drug or something like that now.
Because of nicotine.
Yeah, it's like promoting doing it.
Well, what's gonna happen to Maddie Smokes?
He's gonna have to be Maddie fucking, I don't know, drinks.
Maddie sobers up.
Maddie fucking sobers up, bro. Maddie's out, bro.
he's like
Back at it with another AA vlog.
He shows up at like the first week and he's just like, I gotta get clean. This freaking Nick, bro, is killing me.
They ask him to stand up and introduce himself. He sits down. He's like,
he's just like the ultimate hype chaser. Like he will make video like shameless promotion for himself.
Starting rehab. It's gonna be a long road. # don't quit.
What is that video called? Not the. Have you watched the original or the?
Yeah, I've watched
I've
the original but I watched the Cody Co one first.
yeah, that's how I was like. I think you all showed it to me originally.
I don't know how the fuck I found that.
But
But I watched it. I showed it to literally everybody that would watch it.
what would
because
you
it's so
type
fun.
that in to see on YouTube?
Maddie fucking
Maddie
smokes.
Okay, yeah, you gotta
It's
do
gold.
that. Everyone out there in the
Shout out
universe.
to Maddie fucking Smokes. You got to get the fucking in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not just
What-
Maddie Smokes. You got to.
What up, guys? Back at it again with another smoke vid.
Is that even in his YouTube name?
It's just Maddie Smokes.
Yeah.
But whenever he's like, Maddie fucking smokes, like he has to be edgy and say the fucking.
And what this is like, what is his whole channel dedicated to
Well,
vaping?
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you the back. I'll give you the story now to catch you up since that video
Yes,
was filmed.
please.
Give us the lore.
Okay, so after that Cody Co like video, his like account got like over like 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, they like blew him up.
But everybody was like commenting, like hating on all of his
no.
smoke vids
It
and
was
like.
bad popularity.
So-
Well, I mean, there's no such thing as bad like publicity.
So,
yeah, but if
I
you
watched
have-
this video. It said return to YouTube because he deleted all of his smoke vids. He's like, "What up, guys? We can't do any smoking vids anymore, so I'm just gonna like do daily vlogs."
smoking vids. I can't do smoking vids anymore. Like who? Why would you
Like-
speak like that? What friends do you have that? And what do you guys do that makes you speak that
His
way?
friends was Lila, Tyra, and Skyla.
Yeah. That one girl's like, I've never hit a jewel before. She's like, he's
You
like,
can't
"Bro,
ghost,
look at
bro.
this."
You can't go.
I've never hit a jewel before. It's like
Dude,
you're not
50
doing
Nick,
anything
bro.
amazing. You're inhaling and exhaling.
I've never skydived before. I've never hit a jewel before.
Which is more impressive than not have done.
Yeah.
More people have skydived.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you've never skydived? That's cool.
Oh my
You've never
God.
hit a jewel, bro?
I mean, yeah, more people have.
What do you guys think about the all the jewel deaths or like vaping deaths?
I think it's parents beating their children.
Bomb ride.
It's obviously terrible. Anything you inhale to your body is going to be terrible. But
Yeah.
like I was
I'll
talking
say
about
this, it
earlier,
scared me.
I honestly think it's just
It
like
scared me enough to quit.
I just think it's like black market, sort of like THC things that people are getting, and they have pesticides and stuff in them.
Yeah, they're
Because
not
I mean, it's
buying
all
it.
categorized. It's not just like THC
CBD
vapes.
vapes.
It's all one big.
Like
jumble
a
of
jewel is
categories.
under the same column as like one of those big fucking lightsabers. Fucking looks like a
It
shop
looks so
vac
dumb.
unit.
It just really looks dumb seeing somebody vape.
Yeah, I just
You want to hit this juke, bro?
I don't.
Especially when they've got like a big box. It looks like a big giant. It looks like a phone. Like they're so
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
when they're like hitting their casual everyday like vape, like the little bitty one.
Yeah.
They're like swings the backpack around, slaps it on the table. Look at
Filled
this.
with vapes.
Then they're like, look at this, and they like, it has like a sleeve on it, and they pull it back, and they're like, this is my competition vape. And they're just like,
And then they pull out their competition.
But really, it
belt
looks so
out of the
dumb.
bag, also wrap it around themselves.
And it's like people make those videos. They'll do those
Turn the
tricks.
hats around back.
They'll like
blow to
they'll
their
blow on the
side.
desk and do a big tornado or something. It's like
Oh yeah.
I know one of the vape stores around here used to have like competitions.
I remember that.
Like
I'm not
trick
gonna,
competitions.
I'm not gonna lie though, I have seen some pretty impressive and cool stuff with like vapes on YouTube.
Like tricks.
Yeah, like
Well, it can be cool. I just like. I feel like people at this point are using.
When I see somebody like take something in that looks like a fucking lightsaber handle, then blow out like this big white cloud, I'm just like, really?
I feel like at this
you
point,
just do that casually every day.
I think at this point people are trying to make like. I feel like people are making vapes like their personality trait.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
I vape. I'm Keegan and I vape.
you meet up with this girl on Tinder. She's like, "Tell me more about yourself." Well,
A vape.
I got this brand new jewel. You want to smack it?
You want to smack it?
That's the new dick pic, is just sending people the picture
And you send it
of your
from like
jewel.
the angle. You're like,
You're like holding it down here with like your thumb on it, and you like light it up real quick so it has the light on. Show how much charge I have. I'm on yellow, babe. We can hit this for like 10 minutes.
Your
Come over here
jewel-
and get my
fresh,
jewel.
I got a fresh pod.
I'm on yellow.
It's so dumb.
We get crazy nicotine buzz.
the-
And we'll all have like
If you
sinus
bring
infections
yours-
in the morning.
If you bring yours, we'll have like 100 Nick.
Dude, we'll hit 2 Nick at once.
I feel like the thing that makes
God,
it,
you're so wild, babe.
I think the thing that makes it so like horrible, like the mindset we have, like the stereotype of the person who vapes. If you can do tricks,
It's a
that's
cow.
cool. No, if you can do
It's a cow.
It is a cow.
It's a cow.
I'm glad you know about Kyle. Oh, you're in that group message.
If you can do tricks, that's cool, but you shouldn't think you're cool because you
Yeah.
can. It's like,
Imagine you make like a Tinder and like one of your pictures you blowing a big O or something.
Oh, God.
You just look like a douchebag.
yeah,
God.
a douchebag. I would actually like that as a woman because I'd be like, well, that's obviously a swipe to the side that goes to the people I don't want.
But listen, think about
That's
this
weird.
though. Like kids nowadays, when they go to parties instead of like shotgun beers and stuff, they're like, "Everybody, give him his jewel. He's gonna hit like 10."
5 at once.
Oh my god, dude! I was in
It's like 500 Nick.
I was
Bro, he's gonna actually die.
in a line at a gas station like a few months ago, and so they have those like blue cigarettes sitting at the counter. You know what those are, like electronic
Like a
cigarettes.
jewel, pretty much.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I've seen those.
And
They're like the second popular, the jewel.
there's like
Oh,
this,
is it like
Their
a?
second, like the goes jewel, then the blues, then the water vapio or something like that.
yeah, blue cigarettes are kind of like they're disposable. Like they're not
Kinda like
something
those,
you
like,
buy and
disposable
I think I've maybe
jewels.
seen those before.
Yeah. But like there was this dude who was telling these teenagers behind him about, guys, this blue cigarette right here, it has as much nicotine in it as a carton of cigarettes. And,
Right.
and these teenagers think it's cool to go to parties and pass these around and think it's cool to vape. It's like, there's a carton of cigarettes? That's 20 packs of cigarettes that you said was worth of
no
nicotine
way.
in that blue.
Maybe
No
he
way.
meant a pack.
Maybe he did, but
Because how many how many cigarettes are in a pack? Like 10?
What? Really?
20.
I don't know.
20 is in a pack of cigarettes. I actually
just
don't
taking
I
know.
was
Yes.
like, that's a horrible deal for a cigarette then if you pay like $5 for a pack.
Yeah.
I didn't know how many were in a pack.
I don't know how
50
people
cents a
buy
cigarette.
cartons of cigarettes. They
I
spend
thought it
like,
was like $80.
Yeah, like $75 just
That's a small
profit.
investment. That's a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's-
a pair of Vans, dude.
That's like,
That's
A
a new
pr-
microphone.
yes.
Yeah, for real. And that's where people's priorities
That's 4
are
months
messed
of Illustrator.
Yeah, that's a lot of pizza rolls.
up. Yeah.
Imagine how many them fucking mini shredded chicken quesadillas. That's like at least 73 with tax.
Aren't those
included.
$1?
Yeah, but tax included comes to like 73.
Yeah, that's
probably.
true. But you get a lot of
You would
chicken
get
quesadillas.
70
You could
73
feed
of them.
like a whole party.
You can feed a school. Not a school, but
If
a
I
class.
if I eat 10 a day, I could survive for like almost a week on
If
that.
you didn't get diabetes first.
What? You
Of
wouldn't get
pizza
diabetes.
rolls?
No. Mini shredded chicken quesadillas. Oh, it is a chicken.
Heart disease.
Yeah,
Weak.
likely. Actually, it's not even
Weak.
about the heart disease. It's just about the fact that you're just only giving your body bread and chicken,
Yeah.
and that's it. And whatever else is in a chicken quesadilla. Or not.
Like
quesadilla.
cheese.
Yeah. Like,
They don't have cheese in them, I don't think.
Don't they have the sauce or something?
Yeah, some jalapeno sauce shit.
what do you guys think of the Wendy's spicy nuggets?
I
You
ate
see where
one
they're
time.
bringing breakfast back?
No.
Wendy's?
Wendy's is bringing back.
I don't think I
breakfast
ever
back.
remember eating any.
I don't
Wendy's
either.
breakfast.
I don't think in my
either.
lifetime they've had it.
The best breakfast though is like Hardee's.
It's
Okay.
definitely McDonald's.
What?
I kind of agree. I think
Their biscuits and gravy is like unmatched.
Who,
Yeah.
Hardee's or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
But Hardee's, you get like these Frisco melts.
But yeah, the spicy nuggets.
And
you got the
they slap.
McGriddle at McDonald's.
those are
man.
actually good.
You
I
got-
ate one.
Yeah, McGriddles are killer.
The spicy nuggets are really good.
But it's like 700 calories
Yeah.
for like something the size of
And you
your
get a
palm.
pickle. One singular pickle.
Yeah.
Not
Wait, on what?
on the McRib.
Oh, no, I said the
I was
McGriddle.
gonna say I've
Oh.
never heard of a pickle on it.
I thought you said McRib.
The
McGriddle is the best.
I've
The
never
best.
had a McRib.
They're good.
McDonald's
Yeah.
honestly sucks.
Uh,
Their lunch sucks. Wendy's is like way okay. So
The
like
best lunch is Arby's.
I'm about to get shit on this podcast. The people that watch this are gonna be like, he's fucking crazy. All right, so you got McDonald's,
Yeah.
Burger King, way up
You're
there.
wildin', dude.
Burger
King's
King
right
does
up
have the
there.
best quality burgers, I will say.
They actually taste like they've been off. A
Yeah, they
grill.
taste
I
like
think-
they've been grilled.
I think Dairy Queen has good
Dairy.
burgers.
Okay, yeah. So I was gonna go McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Dairy Queen. That's my.
Okay, I respect that.
Are we talking about just burger wise?
No, just I'm talking about.
Captain D's all day.
I'm talking about like those four are pretty similar in terms of like what you get there.
Oh.
I'm leaving Hardee's out because I don't really care for it.
My favorite fast food, which I don't eat the most, is Captain D's.
Mine's Raising Cane's.
Captain D is pretty good.
Captain D's or Long John's.
What's that?
Bojangles.
Bojangles chicken is super good.
I wish we
Never
had
had
a
it.
fucking Popeyes so bad.
I've never ate at a Popeyes.
It's like pretty much what I grew up eating
I
because
saw
I
where they've
love
like sold out
microwavable
of
food.
those. They've like sold out of those chicken sandwiches. I saw where they were like they've got these new like spicy chicken sandwiches and there's like a big shortage of them.
Like they didn't even have.
Oh yeah.
But apparently they're offering like a solution. You can bring your own bun
What? Really?
Yeah.
A restaurant suggesting bring
because
your own
that's like
bun?
how big the demand is.
That's insane. What? Like what? How does a product get that popular? Like how's a
Like
food
Yeezys.
like that? It must be damn good, right?
Food
Well,
items.
spicy nuggets were the same way when they came
Yeah,
out.
like,
Or-
they had to tweet them or like likes or something.
Maybe
It was like
it's
20,000 likes.
maybe it's not that they're good, but that people are curious about trying them. Because it's like, why does Sour Patch Kids cereal sell?
'Cause it's pretty good. Have you had
Is
it?
it?
It's
No.
pretty good.
What?
It's not sour.
Okay, yeah.
I
There's
was
like a
thinking
little-
that it was probably shaped like Sour Patch Kids.
It
And it
is.
was just Cheerios.
It's like a little. They're kind of like.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah, Fruit
Almost
Loop.
like-
That's what I imagined.
I think the closest thing I could. I don't even really remember the texture of them. The closest thing I could think of is like. Kind of like Lucky Charms, like not the marshmallows, like the actual cereal, but a little bit like chewier.
Like a stale Cheerio.
But not like it's not stale. It just kind of tastes like almost like the marshmallows.
Yeah,
Lucky
like the
Charms.
consistency is like it's gritty.
Kinda.
Yeah, because I don't know, like what's y'all's favorite candy bar or just
Crunch
like
bar.
candy? Crunch bar's
Candy.
good.
Candy bar.
Oh, candy bars crunch. But if I'm going candy.
Snickers or Milky Way for my.
Snickers is probably mine.
But if
like
we're going
go-to.
like gummy candy, then it's
Actually,
probably
I
like
lied. Twix.
Ooh.
Twix are good.
Yeah.
It's hard
Like,
to beat a good Kit Kat
Overall
too.
candy, my favorite candy is probably
I
like
don't know.
those cookie dough bites, those little tiny cookie dough
Oh,
bites.
I like those a lot.
Those are really
I was
good.
talking in bar form.
I only like the left Twix just for.
Yeah, the right Twix fucking blows.
Yeah, I don't like their.
Assholes.
I don't like their factory.
It's gross.
In
Assholes.
that commercial where it shows the left and right Twix factory. I don't even know what the difference is.
There's not.
I mean,
It's just
no, I mean I know that, but
it's
like,
just flipped. If you have a left Twix and you flip it, it's a right Twix.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm saying, isn't one like yellow and one red or
No,
something?
they're
How are they
They're
differentiate?
not.
They're not.
They're the same thing.
But like you can buy like a big pack.
The
of them.
packaging is different, but the actual bar is not like a different color.
That is like a great marketing scheme.
Yeah, if you like buy the left one, I think it's like gold, and the right one's maybe it's like gold with red writing, and then
the other one
red
is
with
red.
gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be what it is.
I like caramellos.
Never
I
had
Those
those.
are
loved
pretty
those
good.
when I was a
pretty
kid.
good. 0 bars.
Ooh.
Rolos are good.
0 bars and Rolos.
Have you ever had
are
Rolos
both
like
good.
in the fridge? Like you put them in the fridge cold.
I
They're
have
slamming.
Them ice cream 0 bars.
ice cream 0 bars.
Never had a 0 bar.
Dude, it's like
It was a
white
weird time.
chocolate with like what is that, nougat?
Yeah, nougat.
I've been
White.
trying
It's
to-
like having a white chocolate covered fluff.
Maybe I'll remember what I was
Snickers.
talking
It's kinda like
about.
a
But
white
I have this childhood memory of this ice cream that you could get at like gas
Did it have
stations.
nuts?
I don't think it did. What it
I
was?
think that's probably why I like it.
I have this
It
childhood
didn't have
memory of this
nuts.
ice cream I used to eat, and it came in like a little red like. It was like a tub of ice cream, but it was small, and it was like these little chocolate covered-
Dibs or Nabs?
Dibs, yeah,
Yeah.
there was something like that. I thought they were called like dib dabs or something.
Dude,
They looked like the little purple things off of
Jimmy
Jim
Neutron?
Neutron. That's what they looked like, but they
Yeah.
were chocolate versions.
Yeah.
And they kind of had these like I don't know if they were nuts, but there was like something on the outside. Like
It was like
It's
a
like
crunch bar.
Yeah, it's like a crunch
Yeah.
bar. Dude,
what are they called?
I just bought some of those next door, like the last podcast we did.
Oh,
Do you
they still
remember
make
me?
them?
Oh
eating
yeah,
those?
yeah.
They still make them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're in a
dude.
red packaging.
That's
they?
it.
Yeah.
What are the dibs?
Yeah, crunch
Yeah.
bar. See,
That's it. Oh,
That's what they are. I didn't realize that.
I didn't either.
that's probably why I like them.
Dibs are crunch bars. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just
You heard
made
it
that
here
connection.
first.
Even though it
We
says
broke
it right on
we
it.
broke ground.
We broke the internet.
We fucking knew it, you bastards.
Man, we grew up in the time where you'd go to the movie theater. Actually, they still do Dippin' Dots, but I remember when Dippin' Dots first
Coming out,
started
yeah.
being in movie theaters.
Everybody's like, oh my god, they got Dippin' Dots now.
I was thinking about this the other day. You know how like
Lucky Dippin'
everybody's
Dots sucks. I hate to say
A
it.
little bit.
oh man, I love them, especially the
Cookies and cream is
Cookies
probably the
and
only
cream.
one
And
that I
cookie
like.
dough is good.
I haven't
The
tried
ones
it.
that actually have
Uh,
something in them.
I was gonna
are
bring
good.
up like, you know
like
how
the
everybody,
sherbet? No.
you know how like time goes, like when you're in your 30s, you're like, man, time was so much better 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And when you're in your 40s, you're like, man, time. It's just like you have this fake, like good old days when it
Yeah.
just never existed.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think it's that when you are living in, I don't know, right now we're like not living completely in the present. We're too busy thinking about how things used to be and how good they were back then, but things are awesome now. You know what I mean? It's like the good,
I think if anything, we need to worry about like the future in terms of like climate change and stuff.
yeah, climate change, the way technology is gonna,
Especially like AI, like how many jobs are gonna be lost.
yeah, that's something real close.
But like I was just thinking, people that say like, man, times were so great 10 years ago, but in the last decade, 9/11 happened,
I'm gonna tell you
the
on
Iraq
theory.
War, Katrina, the housing market crashed. It was like the worst time since the recession, but people were like, oh, it was the good old days. Like I was thinking, like, man, I would have hated to like been at my age now, in like 2008, 2007.
Yeah, that's true. It would have been. I feel like 9/11 would have been much scarier if I were older when
Oh,
it
for
happened.
sure.
I mean, 9/11 was just like a big snowball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
all-
just created
yeah.
all of this other, like the airport security. That was not really a thing
No.
until 9/11.
Like, I have a thing to tell you about AI. So you said that there's gonna lose jobs because AI.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're gonna still have those jobs, but now they're gonna be paying people more because they have to be somebody to be able to work on that when it breaks. They can produce more faster.
Well, but the thing is, in terms of like jobs like truckers, it's going to be outdated in 30
Yeah.
years. Truckers will be obsolete. They'll just be.
it's hard to
self-driving.
make it. Yeah, but it's hard to make an AI though that can hook a trailer up.
Well, I
and,
mean,
like,
it won't have
problem solve.
It'll
that
probably.
problems never had.
Well, it won't need a reason for like a cockpit or anything. It'll probably just be the trailer with like a computer in it. It
Just moving by
drives.
itself. I mean, the Tesla right now, smart cars, self-driving cars. I mean, they pretty much do their job. Like, they're not very inefficient. They miss their mark, of course, but we're in the early days of it. But we already have autonomous cars.
And they make electric dirt bikes now too. Like KTM, everybody does. Husqvarna.
It's like,
Honda.
do you know Andrew Yang?
Yeah,
Like
I
for
know.
president, like his whole platform is, the UBI thing. Because, like, I mean, I agree with him. A UBI I think's needed because, like, his main thing also is like automation because it's like taking so many jobs.
Mm-hmm. And it will continue to take jobs too.
Because I mean, say you're a big corporate CEO. Why would you pay a bunch of factory workers when I can like in my shoes? Why would I do that when I can have a robot to do it for free?
I can just create a machine. That's your only investment.
Yeah, it probably is expensive for like a one-time purchase, but you're not having to worry about like insurance, the benefits, vacation, because it's just constantly working.
Yeah.
They don't have to. They don't need like a vacation days or like a weekend. It's just constantly going.
Yeah. Think about how much, man, people are going to begin to have more and more idle time.
We're gonna be like Wall-E.
Yeah.
Or a lot more. We're gonna have a lot more art and stuff.
I think that would definitely happen.
I think like this next decade there will be a lot of like art oriented. I think it's like another 60s, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a weird,
almost like a
for art though.
Almost like a sort of renaissance, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I'd almost say that we're in an artistic renaissance right now. In terms of how easily art is shared, in terms of how easy it's created, in terms of how easy it is to learn how to create any type of art you want to. Like, we are definitely living in a great time.
Yeah, and it's a thing people always like. Well, it's mainly like older bands that complain about this, like streaming, like streaming platforms like Spotify. And, you don't make as much music because, physical media is getting outdated. But, like, at the same time as, like, you're not making as much money on your sales, it's so much easier to get yourself out there because you have the internet.
Yeah.
Like, if you were starting a little, like, indie band in the 90s, you weren't going anywhere.
No.
Unless you somehow got lucky. You knew a guy who knew a guy. But now, I mean, you can just upload yourself whenever you want.
And you can directly send an email or a message to somebody on social media and be like, check out my stuff. You could send that to Atlantic Records if you want to.
Or, I mean, you can literally
Obama, anybody.
You can get on Instagram and just pay for an ad that shows up in somebody's feed.
Yeah.
Will they listen to it? Probably not because it's an ad. But the fact that you can just pay $30, however much it is, and you're in somebody's feed like that is just...
Or the impact of, like, somebody talking about you on the internet. If Barack Obama mentions you on the internet and you're an upcoming band, a lot of people just seen your band, So it's like, you can...
I wonder what it feels like to be shouted out by somebody that has like 42 million followers on something.
I'm sure it feels pretty damn good.
I wonder what it like looks like though.
You just have to turn your notifications off because it would just be like...
Yeah.
God, that would be insane.
Well, I think like another issue with the internet is like there's a lot of like negativity, like self-negativity.
Yeah.
Somebody worrying about, oh, damn, I don't have enough likes or whatever.
Yeah. And like the way that people interact with each other too. They lash out at people. It's easy to like...
I have a story after this.
Comment something that you would never ever say in real life to somebody. There are people... evil people in comment sections.
Okay, imagine you're like a 12-year-old me. Did you ever play much Minecraft?
Yeah, of course.
Did you ever have like Planet Minecraft? You download like skins and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so I made this skin one time. And this sounds like it's going completely nowhere, but it relates to this. And I made this skin and uploaded it. And there was this guy commenting. He was like, God, this is fucking terrible. Kill yourself. Oh, here I am, like a 12-year-old kid. I'm like, man, I suck.
You don't even know who you're impacting.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even know who he was talking to. You could
Hell, he could have been my age, or it could have been a 40-year-old dude.
You could have been someone on the verge of committing suicide, and you just typed
I can't do anything right.
Like nothing. Boom. Enter. And that's sent to you, and now you're...
And, it was something as stupid as, like, your Minecraft skin fucking blows.
Yeah.
But, like, as a 12-year-old kid, that was, like, I thought I was so cool. I was like, man, I'm uploading this. People can download it.
Yeah.
Download it. And somebody's just like, you fucking suck.
Why did you go out of your way to tell someone their Minecraft skin sucked?
Because he's probably sucked.
It was
yeah.
pretty bad.
That's true. I made a Kanye West graduation bear
I remember
skin.
you showing me
Oh,
that.
man.
Yeah. That was like a shining moment for me. I stole a little bit of the element. Like, I didn't copy paste or anything, but I looked at a bunch of things for reference, and like, it's just pixels to make a Minecraft skin, you know? It's just squares.
Yeah.
So you can't screw it up too bad, really. Unless you're 12-year-old you, apparently.
Yeah, I can't do anything right. God damn it.
Yeah. I bet actually you ruined that guy's day. Yeah, I bet he thought about
God, I can't believe I saw that shitty screen. That shitty skin.
It probably made him kill himself.
He's like, I'm tired of all these shitty skins.
It's the ultimate role reversal.
It would kind of be like a Chad thing for me to do. A guy calls me out, but in the process, he's like, fuck.
That's probably where a lot of hatred comes from. Dude, full circle, you said self-hatred.
Yeah.
That's probably why people comment angry things, because
They're just like,
are not happy with themselves.
and they have to take it out on somebody, and what better than somebody you don't know?
Yeah. Somebody who is like weak completely in their everyday life, and like they get on the internet, and now I have the power to talk trash.
I would love to meet like the best keyboard warrior. I wish keyboard warrior was like fighting with keyboards.
It should be a tournament.
Yeah, fight, like
It should be a tournament to see who
have
can make the other kill themselves first.
Oh my god.
Fine, fuck it.
That's what we're gonna have to do when AI
No, it's the
takes
first
all
person.
the jobs.
They have like a little camera. It's like the first person who cries. Every person. It's like Fortnite. When you cry, you just drop out.
Oh my god. Like it would be like the tears slowly rolling out.
Or they would like put a monitor in your tear duct or something like that. Oh, he's like 33% about to cry.
Yeah.
Then he gets to 100 and there's like the bar goes up. He's like, I'm the fucking man. He cried.
And then the winner sheds tears of joy, ironically.
This is like changing the
Then
subject.
his turns to
a little bit,
100%
but, like,
of green.
Yeah.
This is changing the subject, but like, I was thinking about this earlier. I was kind of watching a video about it, but like, I find it so funny that people like, especially people that like make rock music, they're like, fuck the mainstream. We don't want to be in pop culture. We don't want that garbage. But at the same time, they're like, why am I not up there with rappers?
Yeah.
It's like they're wanting to be like popular, but they don't want to be mainstream.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's a really interesting analysis. I think I don't know. I think they feel like they have a certain amount of things they would have to change about themselves or give up in order to be in the limelight. And I think that's why you would rather be popular but not mainstream.
Right. I was also like, it's also not really a thing anymore for rock bands unless they're like old to like do stadium tours. I feel like that's not a thing anymore. I feel like it's cooler to play like a house show now.
Maybe.
Or like a small club.
Yeah, but it would be financially better.
Oh, yeah,
to play
I mean-
the stadiums.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'll say this: you probably play stadiums after you have a fan base.
yeah.
A lawyer would be like, "Well, let's get like 20,000 of them in here, boys."
Yeah, that's the
But it's
thing.
just like rappers have took over what rock stars were like in the 80s.
It's true, yeah.
They are the rock stars of this decade.
That's like exactly what Kanye said. You remember that Yeezus interview where he's like, "We the new rock stars."
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's...
It's true. It's true.
It's true. I mean, somebody like... I don't know. What's a big rapper? Like something like Rollin' Loud. Like that's huge.
Yeah.
Like that festival.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
those rappers.
Or
It's huge.
what's the?
I'll say this: the best rapper out right now is probably J. Cole.
J. Cole is really good.
I'm
like-
not listening to
or
any of his new
Kendrick.
stuff.
Kendrick would be not my number one.
Kanye's my number one, and then Kid Cudi.
See, if we're talking about rappers, I can't
I
put
feel
Kanye.
like Kendrick.
He's not
It's-
a rapper. It's a lifestyle.
It really is.
That's kind of
It really kind
I
of
feel like
is.
Kanye has his own like genre almost.
It's just like batshit is what he is.
Like
Yeah.
greatness is what it is.
Yeah. fine line between those two things. Batshit.
I like an artist that don't repeat, like make the same music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Sturgill Simpson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like all albums are different. Like Kanye's are all different.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the first three, but they was meant to be the same.
But they're still different
Yeah.
in ways. Like Kanye is an artist that truly progresses. I feel like Kendrick Lamar has had more cultural, like positive cultural impact.
Yeah.
And in terms of like rap talent, he's
J. Cole's
definitely
the
more
best.
talented than Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, but in terms of making
think
good
Damn's
art,
his
they're in
worst
tough
album.
competition.
I think,
Damn,
yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think
It's incredibly like overrated. I liked it when it first came out, but like
The Untitled stuff is pretty good.
the fact that he just has like an untitled album.
yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City is my favorite.
To Pimp a Butterfly isn't your favorite,
No.
man? Wow, I
I'm,
love that album.
I've not listened to that one fully, but it's probably my second because I just don't like Damn that much.
You got to listen to that album in full
Yes.
because To Pimp a
That
Butterfly.
is probably my favorite too.
I don't really listen to much rap.
I don't either now.
I listen to a lot of rap. Other than
I don't
rap,
listen to a lot of mainstream
I listen
rap.
to like Pink Floyd, and I listen to the Beatles, and
I can't listen to mainstream music anymore.
He's not like the other girls.
No, like you understand what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody like modern baseball is more appealing to me than like.
Modern baseball are actually incredible.
No, I'm talking like shit you hear on the radio.
I'm just saying they're good.
Oh.
But like that genre, like I'm so like infused with that genre now, Midwest emo.
yeah, a lot of my musical influences when I was a kid was bands like Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah,
They
see
were
that's
like-
like that third wave of emo with like them. Like, do you ever listen to like Brand New?
Yeah,
Yeah, like those bands.
yeah. I feel like that was an interesting time for music. I think that was all pretty good.
Have you ever heard of a band called NX? Is that what it's called? NEX? INEX.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
we're
what
talking
you're
about. Yeah, we're talking about yesterday when.
I just can't remember the band name because I didn't know it
Yeah.
before you showed it.
But I listen to a lot of like pop punk too.
Yeah, I love
like
pop
like
punk.
Neck Deep.
Yeah,
Really good.
Ska
The Story So
punk?
Far. I don't listen to like much ska.
Listen to Less Than Jake. That's like
You showed me that.
yeah, their music's awesome, man. That has like fun trumpets and
Right.
trombones. And
Ska's a cool genre.
but it's like punk infused too, and
Right.
he's just the lyrics are about like getting drunk and falling asleep on his friend's kitchen floor. So it's like it's a good mix.
It takes bub.
I like Mac Miller.
Oh, Mac
That's
knows
pretty
there
good.
is.
Yeah. You know.
Looks like we're gonna have to end it right here, boys.
Yeah. It's about
Alright.
winding down.
It's been good.
Is there anything you want to promote?
Follow BeenBlank brand on Instagram.
With
And
3 E's. No.
with 2 E's. And we're gonna have a collab coming up here soon.
Hell yeah. Outsider BeenBlank. Look
It's
out
coming.
for it. Peace out. Boy Scouts.